Hello and welcome everyone. Today I wanted to discuss whether Hunt Showdown is going to be pay to win or not. A quick summary of what pay to win is. Since there is no game where you spend money so you can choose to win, it's always about increasing your chances of winning. How do you increase your chances of winning a game? Usually by having an advantage over your enemy. Often you can achieve them through team play, grinding, or simply by becoming better at the game. Those are often the mechanics that we enjoy about the game. Sometimes the company behind the game will try to sell you advantages for real money, or an in-game currency that you can purchase for real money. So let me summarize my definition of pay to win. A game is pay to win if it includes a competition among players and offers a purchasable advantage to any participant within said competition. I think this is the bottom line most of you can agree on. With the newest build on the test server, for the first time the new currency Blood Bonds is implemented into the game. With this new currency comes new content and also functions that can be activated using Blood Bonds. Most of the Blood Bonds related content is purely cosmetic. You can now unlock legendary heroes and weapon skins for a one-time Blood Bond payment, and then continue to get them for the default in-game currency, which is now called Hunt Dollars. Carrying any weapon can get them dirty if you get killed while having it equipped, in which case you can also pay Blood Bonds to clean the weapon in the menu. The amount of dirt on the weapon has zero gameplay effect and is purely cosmetic. Another new function that can be achieved by spending Blood Bonds is increasing the amount of hunter slots you can have by an additional 5 hunter slots. This is comparable to a sort of storage expansion, while not really giving anybody an advantage within the competition of a PvP match. Now, however, I come to a new function that I accuse of having a pay-to-win character, and this is the reshuffle. Let me clarify this. In Hunt, you recruit hunters, which come with a specific loadout. If you die, you lose the hunter, his traits and all the equipment he was carrying. So you will have to recruit a new hunter. The game lets you pick from 4 hunters after every reshuffle. After every match, you get 1 free reshuffle, allowing you to recruit from 4 new hunters. To understand my point, you have to know that the hunters can come with good and bad weapons and traits. Even with weapons, weapon modifications and traits which you haven't even unlocked yet. So with the 1 free reshuffle that was in the game so far, everyone had the same chance of being lucky or unlucky when it comes to the 4 possible recruitable hunters and their loadouts. With the new function allowing you to spend Blood Bonds to force your luck and get great hunters with the preferred weapon modifications and or traits for every match, comes a clear advantage that players can purchase with real money. Let's make an example. The Mosin M1891 Aftermath is probably one of the most disliked weapons in the game. While being the only fully automatic weapon in the game, it deals enough damage to kill any player with 2 hits to the torso at short, medium and long distances. Due to its high fire rate and damage, not many weapons can compete with it. Some players will feel completely helpless and just retreat when facing such a weapon, especially for the period after prestiging or playing a freshly recruited hunter that has none of the helpful offensive perks. Getting a hunter with this weapon from the recruitment reshuffle is a great luck, especially when you haven't unlocked the weapon yet, which by previous terms means that you just had to play a couple more hours in order to unlock it, since it was a rank unlock. With the new unlock system, the Mosin Aftermath will be quite a bit more difficult to unlock. The new system requires you to reach rank 72 to unlock the Mosin M1891 base weapon. With this or any other similar weapon type, you will have to shoot all sorts of enemies to gather enough experience to unlock the 4 Mosin modifications that come before the Aftermath, and then more enemies to finally unlock the Aftermath. By the time you do that, you will probably have reached level 100 and feel ready to prestige. So in order to enjoy the freshly unlocked weapon, you will have to interrupt your prestige progress. A paying player can skip all that as soon as he reached the required rank that allows the Aftermath to show up in the recruitment tab, and can completely ignore the partially high requirements of unlocks that are currently on a test server. What stands is the fact that a paying player can completely ignore the unlock requirements and bring as many Aftermaths to the matches as he pleases and as his hunt dollar count allows. With the previous system, everybody had the same chance to reshuffle and find a hunter with the desired weapons or traits. With the new function, a paying player can reshuffle until he is lucky, and if he meets the financial requirements, do this for every single match until he eventually would run out of hunt dollars. which he of course still needs to recruit a hunter, but it is quite unlikely to happen since using the really strong weapons increases your chances of winning the game and getting more dollars than you had to spend on the original hunter. The result is that there is a possibility to purchase an advantage with real money in the game. This advantage affects two competitions. The first competition is the match itself. The second competition is the newly introduced leaderboard, which may not be relevant for everyone, but for those who it is an enjoyable competition to participate in, it lowers the interest knowing that some people on there made their way spending money on getting a really strong weapon for every game. This being said, both these competitions are being affected by this pay-to-win mechanic. The good news are, the developers really care a lot about feedback. We don't want any pay-to-win mechanics in a full-price game. Hell, we don't want any pay-to-win mechanics in any games. Therefore, I hope that if you share my point of view and voice your opinion on the official Hunt Discord and Reddit, the developers might change it. Maybe limit the amount of purchasable reshuffles to 3 or 5 reshuffles a day, or just give every player 5 daily extra reshuffles. That would be just fair. I made this video fully aware that some people disagree about any pay-to-win mechanic even being on the test server, arguing that all advantages in a game can be unlocked through playing. That is correct. However, with prestiging being such a core part of the game, you will probably find yourself spending more time unlocking the aftermath than actually playing it, while for paying players that will definitely be the other way around. I think I have quite rationally argued my point, and I'm looking forward to any feedback to this video in the comments, or preferably under the Reddit post that I will also link in the video description. I just want to mention that the goal of this video is to have a positive effect on the game and its success, and not to scare off potential buyers or talking negatively about the game. In my eyes, it is after all a unique game, that the developers have proven that they are with their heart and soul part of this project, much more than most developers of almost any other big title I've played lately. And I really just don't want new hunters to play a couple of rounds, be frustrated after meeting aftermaths over aftermaths, and eventually stopping to play or leaving a negative review.